Namaste students. In this video we will discuss the last topic of the chapter tracing census through 1,000 years. So last topic is thinking about time and historical periods. So in this point it is said that for historians they think that time does not mean just a passing of hours, days or years. It is said that historians do not see time just as a passing of hours, days or years, as a clock or a calendar. Actually, for them, time also reflects changes in social and economic organization in the persistence and transformation of ideas and belief. So that is why the study of time is made somewhat easier by dividing the past into large segments, periods that possess shared characteristics. So here it is said that in the medieval or in the middle of the 19th century, the British historians he divided what? He divided the history of India into three periods: Hindu, Muslim and British. This division was based on the idea that the religion of rulers was the only important historical census and that there were no other significant development in the economy, society and culture. Such division also ignored the rich diversity of the subcontinent. So British historians in the middle of 19th century, they divided the period of history of Hindu into three periods: Hindu, Muslim and British. So again they said that, here it is said that few historians follow this periodization today. Most look on economic and social factor to characterize the major element of different movement of the past. The historians you read last year included a wide range of the Israeli societies. So here it is said that the hunter-gatherers, early farmers, people living in towns and villages, the early empires and the kingdoms. The historians you will be studying this year and often describe the medieval. Means here in this book we will discuss the period 700 to 1750. So this period is known as the medieval period. So if we see the ancient, there is a lot of different census in the ancient. In the medieval we will get different type of census in the folkty, in the social and the economic, according to chapter we will discuss. And this, whatever the division is done, the British, they never saying about the rich diversity of the subcontinent. This division also completely ignored the rich diversity. It means in the Delhi dynasty there is a lot of changes in the development. Here only division is done on the basis of the rulers of Hindu, Muslim and British. They ignored the diversity and rich diversity of the different rulers. And again see, this 1,000 years of Indian history witnessed a considerable census. 1,000 years means, again I am telling this 700 to 1750. So during this period there is a great census, considerable census. After all, the 16th and 18th centuries were quite different from the 8 or 12. Therefore describing the entire period as one historical unit is not without its problem. Moreover, the medieval period is often contrasted with the modern period. Modernity carries with sense of material progress, intellectual advancement, and this seems to suggest that medieval period was lacking in any sense whatever. But of course we know this was not the case. Means in this period the census is also known as the modernity. Actually modernity carries modern period. This medieval period actually known as the modern period. And during these periods we have got different of census. It is social, cultural, economic, political, different type of census we have already discussed. So again see, during this 1,000 years the society of the subcontinent were transformed often, and economies in several regions reached a level of prosperity that attracted the interest of European trading companies. Means during this 1,000 years we have got lot of senses in economic field also. That is why who are the economic traders, they are attracted to India to do the business. That is why they came. And after what happened, the India gone under the British control. It is almost 200 years. So why? Because during this period, during 700 to 1750, we have got lot of economic senses. Because India was rich of full resources, different type of resources are here. So that is why the European traders, they attracted to get these resources. So as you read this book, look out for sign and sense and historical process at work. Also, whenever you can, compare what you read in this book with what you read last year. Look for senses and continuities whenever you can, and look at the world around you, see that what else has sense or remained the same. See, in class 6, whatever you discuss or whatever you read about the Gupta dynasty, whatever you read in history book, and in this book what we will read, what we will discuss, we have already give the overview. This first chapter actually means the overview of the whole chapter, what is coming the next chapter. So by reading this introduction part of the first chapter, you will get that lot of senses. You will get whatever in you have got in class 6 and in class 7. By reading these two books, you will get a lot of senses. So that is why it is said that you just think about the senses and see what things are remain same, which is not sense. So I hope you understand. In the next video, we will start the next chapter, that is new kings and kingdom. So if you any doubt, then you can ask me in the comment section. So I will see you in the next video. So thank you.